Hello. We are back with the part 2 of the song called Hearing Ren. Let me just say, man, part 1 was crazy. We heard it. We ain't got to worry about the story of this thing yet because we about to figure out what all the beginning of it was, tied up to be at the end. So hopefully it ain't about to make somebody tear up. I took a break for a lot of reasons, but the main reason I took a break is because until I can open up the account all the way on here, I got to do 15-minute videos or so. So I'm trying to limit that. And this was a pretty long song, so it's easier to just do 2 parts of it. You feel me? That being said, let's go ahead and tap right into where we left off. Now, let me say real quick, yes, I have a sensitive spot for any song that relates to losing a loved one, specifically in the self-harm manner. So I relate to it in all forms, but I'm saying like that one specifically, that one touches me. It touches me deeply because I lost my best friend that way, and I wouldn't wish that on nobody. I wouldn't wish it on any situation, regardless of the status of friendship or family. But as your best friend, like, you never expect that to happen. Like, that person should be able to rely on you with conversation and all that type of stuff. And drugs take over your life sometimes when you're on them. And to the point of that level, it should never happen. But let's be honest with ourselves when we say, sometimes it's not an accident. It's just how life has to be. So I'm not going to get too deep into that conversation right now, but I am going to listen to the song. I got tape panels up all over this place, by the way. I've been trying to put up sound panels in the garage. It ain't working. It's not working, bro. I'm going to need something. I'm going to have to figure something out here. I don't know. Maybe I get like a big old wall and put like a little box over here in my man cave. Figure out how my partner feels about that after. Lee probably wouldn't care if I put something in the garage like that, but he might have something to say about like the placement. Oh well. Yeah, life. We argue. I'll give him a reason, I guess, once in a while. But it ain't like it's an upgrade to the house, Put a real wall right here for a little studio. Ain't really a bad idea. We'll see. Let's go.
Great, and I will make waves and I'll shake up the whole world beneath it. That's right, speak your truth, your fucking god complex leaks out of you. It's refreshing to actually hear you say it instead of downplay it.
Music is all about the creative process, and if people can find something to relate
to
within that, that's just a bonus.
Fuck you, I'ma fucking kill you, Ren. Well, fucking kill me then, let's fucking have you, Ren. I'ma do it, watch me prove it. Who are you to doubt my music? Cause I call the shots, I choose if you die. Yeah, I call the shots and so I choose who survives. I'll tie you up in knots when I lock you inside. Newsflash, I was created at the dawn of creation. I am temptation. I am the snake in Eden. I am the reason for treason. Beheading all kings, I am sin, with no rhyme or reason. Son of the morning, Lucifer, Antichrist, father of lies. Mephistopheles, truth in a blender, deceitful pretender, the banished avenger, the righteous surrender. When standing in front of my solar eclipse, my name is stitched to your lips. So you see, I won't bow to the will of a mortal, feeble and normal. You wanna kill me? I'm eternal immortal. I live in every decision that catalyzes chaos, that causes division. I live inside death, the beginning of end. I am you, you are me, I am you, friend.
Wow. Okay, real quick, I'm sorry you guys, but that light just flicking off and on in the background is making my eye twitch so bad right now. Like that's how I got my prescription, by the way. That's epilepsy, just so you know. That's a small part of that, all right? It's like a trigger warning. I can't explain it no other way. All I can say is your eye starts to twitch, and if you don't look away, it'll just it could almost potentially cause you to have a epileptic seizure, For those of you who don't know what that is, basically it's just a normal seizure. You snap out of a situation mentally. You're gone for however long it lasts. For me, in that situation, it's lasted, upwards of what felt like 2 minutes, but might have been only 30 seconds, The first time it happened to me, I was 16 years old and didn't know what the heck it was. It happened from a video game. So, I don't know. But, yeah, that light in the background going off and on, man, it just triggered my eye to twitch bad.
You ran. Hi, Ren. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself, and I've spent half my life ill. But just as sure as the tide starts turning, just as sure as the night has dawned, just as sure as the rainfall soon runs dry when you stand in an eye of a storm. I was made to be tested and twisted. I was made to be broken and beat. I was made by his hand, it's a part of his plan that I stand on my own 2 feet. And you know me, my will is eternal. And you know me, you've met me before. Face to face with a beast, I will rise from the east and I'll settle on the ocean floor. And I go by many names also. Some people know me as hope. Some people know me as the voice that you hear when you loosen the noose on the rope. And you know how I know that I'll prosper? 'Cause I stand here beside you today. I have stood in the flames that cremated my brain, and I didn't once flinch or shake. So cower at the man I've become when I sing from the top of my lungs that I won't retire, I'll stand in your fire, inspire that me to be strong. And when I am gone I will rise.
Cold chills. I'm sorry, I gotta go back for a second. Like, he just gave me cold chills out the wazoo. Like, cold chills out the wazoo. Wait a minute. That's bananas. Wait a minute. This boy got a voice, he can rap. He's got a story that he's telling, and I'm gonna have to come back and watch this like 5 or 6 times just so I understand everything. Okay. Real quick, I gotta give 2 shout outs. Brittany and Kathy. Shout out to both of y'all, man. Kathy's been following me. She's a fan of my reactions in general, but especially to Home Free, which is one of my favorite bands. We'll be doing more of them eventually, but not today, not this weekend. So, hey, we out here. But this is like, thank y'all too for letting me know. Like, this is crazy. I'm getting cold chills and everything. His voice is bananas. Wait a minute.
I was made by his hand, it's all part of his plan that I stand on my own 2 feet. And you know me, my will is eternal. And you know me, you've met me before. Face to face with a beast, I will rise from the east and I'll settle on the ocean floor. And I go by many names also. Some people know me as hope. Some people know me as the voice that you hear when you loosen the noose on the rope. And you know how I know that I'll prosper? 'Cause I stand here beside you today. I have stood in the flames that cremated my brain, and I didn't once flinch or shake. So cower at the man I've become when I sing from the top of my lungs.
Wow.
That I won't retire, I'll stand in your fire, inspire that me to be strong. And when I am gone I will rise.
Twice.
In the music that I left behind.
Off the same note.
Ferocious, persistent, immortal like you, irrecognizant, different side.
Wow. I gotta quit. My neck is so sore. Where did he come from? I'm going backwards. Wait a minute. Where did he come from? This guy's like, is he a robot? How do people make you feel like this is okay? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Gotta shake this one off now. Damn it.
In the music that I left behind. Ferocious, persistent, immortal like you, irrecognizant, different side.
Yes, Lord. Ready, play that guitar, boy.
When I was 17 years old, I shouted out into an empty room, into a blank canvas, that I would defeat the forces of evil. And for the next 10 years of my life, I suffered the consequences, with autoimmunity, illness, and psychosis. As I got older, I realized there were no real winners and there were no real losers in psychological warfare, but there were victims and there were students. It wasn't David versus Goliath. It was a pendulum, eternally swaying from the dark to the light. And the more intensely that the light shone, the darker the shadow it cast.
I'm sorry. I'm going back a second. What? Where? This guy is like God sent. Yo, what is going on right now? Like, this is like some scripture type of song. Like, I'm listening to church right now. Wait a minute. Wow.
When I was 17 years old, I shouted out into an empty room, into a blank canvas, that I would defeat the forces of evil. And for the next 10 years of my life, I suffered the consequences, with autoimmunity, illness, and psychosis. As I got older, I realized there were no real winners and there were no real losers in psychological warfare, but there were victims and there were students. It wasn't David versus Goliath. It was a pendulum, eternally swaying from the dark to the light. And the more intensely that the light shone, the darker the shadow it cast. It was never really a battle for me to win. It was an eternal dance. And like a dance, the more rigid I became, the harder it got. The more I cursed my clumsy footsteps, the more I struggled. So I got older, and I learned to relax, and I learned to soften, and that dance got easier. It is this eternal dance that separates human beings from angels, from demons, from God. And I must not forget, we must not forget, that we are human beings.
I just got emotional as shit from that. Wow. Wow.